and welcome to Change is Good. This is Brian, and you guessed it, another currency search. This time it's $13,500. We have 7,900 ones and 5,600 fives. I got an extra small bundle of fives here for replacement notes. That way when I hunt, I can use these as replacements to keep the bundles full. I'm going to be hunting one block at a time. Each block has 5 bundles in it of 100 bills. I'll do a recap of each block when I'm done. I have one block up here. It's only got 400 in it, but I'll do that last. I'm going to start off with the fives and move toward the ones after the fives are finished. I'm going to marry this small bundle here with this block and this bundle of 100 with this block. All right, let's get started. Okay, the first block of fives is done. This little bundle of extras I had nothing in it. This first bundle was also a bust. Nothing to speak of. Bundle number 2 had a star note, 2017 PG series, 3.2 million print run, a common star note. Bundle number 3 had 2 star notes, a 2017 PG series, also a 3.2 million print run, and a 2021 QA series with a print run of 1.9 million. A little better, but still common. It also had somewhat of a radar note. I didn't keep it because it's not quite. It's close, but no cigar. Bundle number 4 had the best star note. This is a 2017 PK series of a print run of 1.2 million. A little better, but still common. It also had a near radar, 6287, 6282. Not cool, man. And the last bundle had another PG 2017 series, 2017A, 3.2 million print run. And a couple of close calls, 35, 35, 35, 70. That's almost worth keeping because 70 is twice 35, 35 times 2. And a 06, 06, 06, 25. Man, almost super repeaters. 5 bundles of 5s down, 5 star notes in. Let's go to block number 2. Okay, that second block of 5s is now done. Now keep in mind that it had 6 bundles in it instead of just 5. The first bundle had a star note, 2013 MA, a 3.2 million print run, so it's a common one. The second bundle was a bust, but had a close call on it. Had the 8 at the end, but a 7. That would have been 6 7s with 5 of them in a row. Those usually sell between $10 and $20 on eBay because 7s are a lucky number and they have a premium, but not quite. The next bundle had a great find in it. 4234, 4234, a trinary repeater. The cool thing about this note is if you swap the 2 and the 3 on each side, you get a radar note. Pretty cool. The fourth bundle was fantastic. It had 2 star notes, 3.2 million print runs apiece, just commons. But check out this next note. 3s and 5s, nice generic binary. A little bit of ink on it, but that's okay. Notes like this typically sell for around $15 to $20 on eBay. It just depends on the order of the numbers and which numbers they are. 7s and 8s are worth even more money than this. The next bundle is something you may not recognize. Are you familiar with true binary notes? 0s and 1s? This is a true trinary note, 0s, 1s, and 2s. It's not in a fancy order, but if you look at it, it's actually a pair of birthdays. February 20th and December 11th. So maybe someone really wants this note. The last bundle was a bust. Nothing of any value, just an old 2003 series, $5 bill. So in total we found 8 star notes in those 5s and 3 fancies. Now let's get on to the 1s and see what's inside of those bundles. Okay, that first block of 1s is now done. The first bundle had 3 star notes in it. They were all 3.2 million print runs, so all common. The second bundle had a great find in it. Check out that serial number. 0s and 4s, and it's somewhat of a low serial number and almost a repeater in a way. It's got 3 04s in it. That's a great find. The third bundle had a couple of dual date notes. Now they are older dates, but because they're years instead of specific dates, I decided to keep them. You can see 1858, 1862, 1868, 1931. The fourth bundle was a bust. It did have one 1995 series in it, but if you look at the back, you'll see the printing plate number is below the E instead of above it. It's not a web note. Web notes can be found on 1988 Series A, 1993, and 1995s. And they do have a premium on the market. They're collectibles. The fifth bundle was a bust. Nothing of any value. All right, with that done, let's move on to the second block. The second block of ones is done. The first bundle had a dual date note, 1899 to 1938. The second bundle was a bust. Unfortunately, so was the third bundle. The fourth bundle had a pillow soaker in it, 9559, 9551. Had that 1 at the end been a 9, that would have been a radar repeater, 9559, 9559, going backward and forward. That's a shame. The fifth bundle had a decent find. 6 of a kind 5s with 5 in a row. Had that 7 at the end been a 5 just 2 months earlier, that would have been sweet. All right, off to block number 3. All right, block number 3 is finished. The first bundle was a bust, but it had a close call. 02060606. Had that 2 been a 6, that would have been a super repeater and a flipper note, but as is, just an okay trinary, which I'm not going to keep. The second bundle had a common 2017A Series B star note. Had it been a 2013 Series star note, that would have been a duplicate serial number. Unfortunately, it's not. The third bundle had a great find. 03700730, a trinary radar note. I'll definitely take it. These usually sell for around $15 to $20 in this condition. These are the same in rarity and value as a regular repeater note. The fourth bundle was a bust, but had a close call. 4657, 4651, almost a radar note. Bundle number 5 was a nice one. It had 3 star notes in it, all of which were common print runs, 3.2 million. All right, now to block number 4. All right, block number 4 is done. The first bundle was another great bundle. It also had 3 common star notes in it, 3.2 million print runs, just like the last one we searched. The second bundle also had a common star note. This one has a 3.2 million print run. Had a flipper note, which is all 0s, 6s, and 9s, which can be read right side up and upside down. You see what I'm talking about? If this 6 at the end had been a 0, it would have been a radar flipper, which means it can be read upside down and right side up, backwards and forwards the same. And lastly, it had a pretty cool trinary, 10, 20, 20, and 30. I don't normally keep trinaries, but this one had pretty good eye appeal. Plus, in about 7 years, it'll be a birthday note. The third bundle was nearly a bust, but it did have a 1963 A series in it, old enough for me to hold on to. The fourth bundle was a bust, had a close call, almost 4 pairs, but not quite. The fifth bundle was also a bust, but had a close call, 3740, 4740, almost a repeater note, but not quite. All right, on to block number 5. Okay, block number 5 is done. Bundle number 1 only had 1 star note, common 3.2 million print run. The second bundle had a couple of star notes, both common print runs, 3.2 million. The third bundle also had 2 star notes. They're also 3.2 million print runs, just common ones. And we got our first birthday note of the hunt, January 30th, 2000. I'll take it. The fourth bundle was a bust, nothing worth mentioning. The fifth bundle had a pretty cool trinary in it, 22006060. This is known as a hybrid note. It's like having a combination of 4 pairs and a super repeater. I don't normally keep trinary notes unless they have a good eye appeal, and this one does. All right, let's get to block number 6. Block number 6 is done. The first bundle had a somewhat fancy note, 3 2s and 3 4s. This is about as low end as I'll get on fancy notes. Another example being like 5 of a kind in a row. That's also kind of low end. But I do keep these as long as the triples are in a row. Bundle number 2 had a common star note, 3.2 million print run. It also had a birthday note, June 7th, 2000, but as you can see, it's shredded, not worth keeping. Back to the bank it goes. Bundle number 3 also had a star note, 3.2 million print run. That seems to be the theme. Bundle number 4, also 1 star note, 3.2 million print run. And bundle number 5 had a dual date note, this time more modern dates, 1993 and 1987. Somebody born in one of these years is married to someone else born in the other year. So this has some value to somebody. All right, let's get to block number 7. Okay, the 7th block is done. The first bundle had a common star note, 3.2 million print run. It also had another dual date note, 1892, 1848. These, again, are older years. As long as they range through the Civil War period and later, I'll typically keep them. This one does, although it is in the 1840s, but that's okay. The second bundle, again, another common star note, 3.2 million print run. It also had a pretty good find. A trinary, also 5 trailing 9s. Now, I did say earlier that 5 in a row is a low-end find, and it actually is pretty common. But when it's trailing 9s and trailing 0s of at least 4 or 5, like this one is, those are usually pulled out of the BEP straps by the BEP employees. They're normally not in circulation. They missed this one. The third bundle was loaded with star notes, 3 of them. All 3.2 million common print runs. The fourth bundle, 1 common star note, 3.2 million print run. The fifth bundle, again, 1 common star note, 3.2 million print run. Had a couple of close calls. One near binary. This one made me cry. That 5 ruins it. And behind it, we've got a near repeater, 6667, 6867. Not quite, man. Sorry, Satan. Let's get on to block number 8. Block number 8 is done. The first bundle was a bust. I had a close call. 2678 going forward, 2679 going backward. Almost a radar, but not quite. The second bundle had a star note. This time it's a 640,000 print run. Finally something lower than 3.2 million. The third bundle also had a star note, another common 3.2 million print run. It also had a notable date note. September 3rd, 1900. This is when the 1899 Hague Convention came into effect. The fourth bundle had a somewhat famous date note as well, July 13th, 1802. On this date, Thomas Jefferson sent a letter to Rufus King, the U.S. Minister of Britain, regarding slavery. Bundle number 5 had 1 more star note, another 3.2 million print run. Hope you all enjoyed the history lesson. Can you pass the test? Let's get to block number 9. The 9th block is done. The first bundle was a bust, but had a close call. Almost all 2s and 3s. That 6 ruins it. Bundle number 2 had a star note. This time it's another common one, 3.2 million print run. The third bundle had a couple of finds. Another star note. This time it's a 500,000 print run. And this bundle also had a low serial number, 4 leading zeros. I'll definitely take it. Bundle number 4 had a great find. Are you familiar with a bookends note? 45s at each end with all the same number in the middle. 4 5, 4 3s, and 4 5 at the end. That's called a bookends note. It's like a radar, but instead of the numbers being swapped at the ends, they're in the same order. Good find. The 5th bundle was a good one. It had 3 star notes in it, all common, 3.2 million print runs. It also had a dual date note, 1903 to 1968. Finally, something more modern. Let's get to block number 10. Block number 10 started off pretty hot with 3 star notes, all 3.2 million print runs, unfortunately. And to make things worse, it had a 2013 B series in it that was not within the duplicate range. That's a bummer. The second bundle had 1 star note, also a common one, 3.2 million print run. Had a birthday note, December 21st, 1967. It also had a dual date note, 1996, 1976. The third bundle had a couple of star notes. This one's a 3.2 million print run. This one is a 500,000 print run. Finding something more scarce. It also had a birthday note, December 31st, 2006. The fourth bundle was a bust, but had a close call. 5956 going forward, 5951 going backward. Almost a radar. The fifth bundle of block number 10 had a couple of star notes. Of course, 3.2 million print runs for both of them. Let's head to block number 11. All right, block number 11 is done. The first bundle had 3 star notes, all common, 3.2 million print runs. The second bundle had something I love to find. A birthday note in the near future, within the next 5 years, August 6th, 2028. Will I get this note to somebody? Stay tuned. The third bundle had a star note, 3.2 million print run, a common one. It also had a notable date note. Not necessarily famous, but a notable date. December 31st, 1801. This is when the Right Reverend Benjamin Moore was elected Columbia College's 5th president. Remember that for the test. The fourth bundle was a bust. It had kind of a cool trinary, but not quite cool enough. The fifth bundle had 2 star notes. And guess what? They're brand new consecutive ones from a strap. 2021 series. Unfortunately, they're 3.2 million print run. Just commons. Let's get to block number 12. Block number 12 is done. The first bundle had 2 star notes. Both common 3.2 million print runs. The second bundle had 3 star notes. Again, 3.2 million print runs for each one. The third bundle was a bust. Nothing worth mentioning. The fourth bundle had a decent find. 4 trailing zeros. These are normally pulled by the BEP employees, but this one made it out into circulation. And the fifth bundle had 1 star note, a common 3.2 million print run. Let's get to block number 13 now. Okay, block number 13 is done. The first bundle had 2 star notes. Again, 3.2 million print runs. And an almost flipper. The second bundle had a fancy trinary. 3 4s, 4 8s, then a 7. I really wish that 7 had been an 8. Just one more note. The third bundle had a star note, common print run of 3.2 million. It also had an older note, 1969 A series. I'll take it. The fourth bundle was a bust, but I really wish that 4 and a 6 were 7s. The fifth bundle had a star note, 3.2 million print run. That seems to be the theme of this hunt. Let's get to block number 14. Block number 14 is done. The first bundle had a star note, 3.2 million print run. Just another common one. The second bundle had what I call a hybrid in it. 07074422. It's kind of like a super repeater combined with a binary note. Not in the best condition, but what can you do? Bundle number 3. Drum roll, please. Finally found one, a 2013 B series star note with a duplicate serial number. This note was made in Fort Worth. You can tell by the little FW initials right there. If that FW is not there, it was made in DC. Somewhere out there is a note with the same serial number and same prefix B made in DC for the same series. If you find the pair of these, they can be worth thousands. The notes themselves typically sell for $20 to $30 on eBay. This is a great find. Also found a notable date note, March 27th, 1906. On this date, the Alpine Club of Canada in Winnipeg, Manitoba was founded. Bundle number 4 was a total bust. Even the Where's George note wasn't even entered to the website. Shame on you. And lastly, the fifth bundle was pretty good. It had 3 star notes, all common 3.2 million print runs. Let's get on to block number 15. This is the last block with 5 bundles in it. All right, block number 15 is done. The first bundle had a common star note, 3.2 million print run. It also had a notable date or a birthday note. On this date in history, February 1st, 1945, the Second Battle of Keshenich ended in U.S. victory in World War II. Cool. The second bundle also had a star note. It's kind of beat up, but it's a common print run of 3.2 million. The third bundle also had a star note, another common 3.2 million print run with some standing on it. There was also a fancy trinary, 06060077. I would also consider this a hybrid note. And lastly, it had 5 4s in a row, almost 6 4s, had that 6 not ruined it. Pretty good find and pretty good shape. The fourth bundle contained 1 star note, a common 3.2 million print run. It also had a low serial number, 4 leading zeros. As long as there are at least 4 leading zeros, I consider it low. If there are only 3, I will toss it back. The fifth bundle was a good one. It had 3 star notes, but as usual, they were 3.2 million print runs. Let's get to block number 16. This block only has 4 bundles in it. It's the last of it. Let's see what happens. Okay, the 16th and final block is done. The first bundle had a star note, a common 3.2 million print run. It also had a fancy trinary or hybrid note, 3355-3113. I consider it a hybrid between a binary and a radar repeater. The second bundle was a complete bust. Nothing whatsoever. The third bundle was also a complete bust, but it had a close call. 75377333, almost a binary, but that 5 ruined it. And lastly, the final bundle of the hunt had something I don't find very often, a 1985 series note. I almost never find these. I've found maybe 4 or 5 of these ever in circulation. These and 1983s tend to be super scarce, at least in my area. All right, I'll be back in a moment with a recap of all the finds. Okay, here's a breakdown of what we found. We found 8 common $5 star notes, 3 $5 fancies, 72 common $1 star notes, 1 500,000 per run star note, 1 640,000 per run star note, 1 2013 B Series duplicate serial number star note, 16 dual date or birthday notes, 16 fancy serial numbers or low serial numbers, and 3 older bills. In total, 120 finds. Not bad. All in all, that was probably the most diverse bill search I've ever personally seen. It had a little bit of everything. You know, radar, repeater, bookends, flipper, just a lot of the classics. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And feel free to comment if you have any questions. I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Again, thank you all so much for your support, and I'll see you all on the next hunt.